Oh, goodness gracious. All right, I think we're there. All right, Wound, what's up? Let's see here. This is just going to be, I don't even know how many people end up being here. But this is Ken Knows Gambling. I appreciate it. And, when I was doing my, oh, by the way, if you're watching it live, it's Thursday about noon, the 16th, I think. I just wanted to do this live. Everybody saw me do a 9-step martingale on blackjack, which I still would do. But I just don't like martingale on any other thing. Well, I've been getting a lot of people, man, that, they go field, field, field. Well, here's the truth about a martingale to start with. The truth of the matter is it will win for you a lot of the times. There's the danger of it because it will win. Depending on what game you're playing, it'll win a whole lot of the times and then nail you a few of the times. But craps is really bad for the martingale, and that's sort of what I wanted to touch base with everybody today, why I don't martingale in craps. All right, that being said, everybody's going, martingale the field, because you got to double on the 2-12. Just like the reason I do blackjack is because I like that 3-2. Well, they're going, hell, man, that's better than that. And well, here's the thing, though. In craps, when you roll these dice, it's new every time, okay? So there's a field number, all right? Well, the probability or these numbers will not change from roll to roll versus, say, something like blackjack. If I'm playing in a two-deck shoe, depending on what numbers come out, my odds are sort of changing, and sometimes in my favor as that shoe goes. Okay, but this is the same every time. Well, when you do the field, you can get 7.7, whatnot. You can get a lot of come outs that just aren't in your favor. So I wanted to roll a couple of these just to show you. Now, over here in this bankroll, 2, 4, 45. I got $4,700 plus I have an extra 500 in case I need it. Okay, so let's start out with one of the most popular in the field. We'll start out with a $25 bet, I guess, and that is a half Marty, like 4 or 5 step Marty. So we're going to just do it live. Now, knowing my luck, it'll really do well, like Martys do sometimes, and I won't prove my point, but we'll see what happens. So here we go. What do you say, C? Oh. Well, I try to be Dewey one. If you talk to me on the phone, this is exactly what I sound like. Ask anybody who's ever talked to me on the phone. I'm exactly the same all the time. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and do this. And we're gonna just do this one is gonna be the mini martingale. A lot of people don't have a big bankroll, so what they do is 2 things. They'll either try to shorten that to 3, 4, or 5 step just because they don't have the bankroll. And then after this, then we're gonna talk about little phantoms. Okay, we're gonna talk about a few things. So I'm missing a die somewhere. What the hell? I should have 5 of these little stupid things. Oh, there it is. All right, so let's just see what happens. We'll talk about it. So here we go. All right, there's an 8. There's 1. I guess we should just keep up with this somehow. Okay, there's 1 loser. Now we got to put 50. There's a 3. That wins. Okay, we get to drop. This will just confuse me. Okay, there's a 7. There's a 12, which is a double on my table. We get to drop. And of course, as I do this, you guys that like martingales are going, yeah, man, don't tell me not to do it. Hell, this is the only way to play. I hear it. I hear it in your heads now. And what I could have done is I could have done a video and just waited for it to run my way bad and then posted it. But nah, I'm going to do it live. But because again, on a martingale, a lot of the time it'll work out in your favor. It just will. But I don't like it. There's a 9. But today, we're doing well. Ooh, another double. Yeah, we're really doing well. A 9, I'm rolling nothing but fields at the moment. But anybody that's ever done this knows that just ain't the way it goes all the time. There's a 5. I suspect it'll turn. But there's a 5. There's a 6. There's a 7. There's an 8. Here we go. Now we got to put 16. We had 8 of those, so that's 400. Now we got to put 800. Now let's see. Wait a minute. I had 8 25s, so that's 200. I got to put 400 up now. So what have we lost so far? We've lost 25, 50, 100, 400. This is our 5th step already. And so, but what I want to do, no matter what I'm fixing to roll, you know, if I win it, great. But I'm already to the 5th fucking step right now. You know, 10 rolls in right now. I'm already to the 5th step. And if that ain't scary for you guys, man, something's wrong. There's a 6. Okay, now we just lost 400. Now we're going to 8. $800, y'all. The next one's 16. So now 25, 50, 1, 2, 4. I'm already on the 6. I've already got beat 5 in a row that fast. Okay? First shooter. First 5 minutes. Okay? Now, I know what a lot of you, and I'm going to get passionate about this. I know what a lot of you guys will say. Oh, but I win most of the time. I win. Yeah, you're gonna. But this is what's going to happen more than you think. So, listen to me. If you're a martingale field guy, God love you, go do what you do, man. I mean, who am I to tell you anything, right? But here's another truth. There's people out there that don't know any better, okay? They'll see somebody do a martingale or whatever, and it wins, and they'll go out there and get their face clobbered. So if nothing else, this live today is to protect the guy that don't know any better, who thinks it's the great way to play. But look how fast. I'm already to my 6th roll. Let me check this board real quick. What's that, Dan? Lonnie. Yeah, it's bad, Lonnie. That's what I'm trying to prove right here. Yeah, I know. I'm getting my ass kicked right now. Right now. So I'm betting $800 right now. That fast. I could win it. You know, that's the slick part of a martingale. You know, hey, maybe you have to go up. I mean, I do it in blackjack. I've given you my reasons, but I don't do it in any other game. I do it for blackjack for my reason. But I've always said, don't do it in craps, man. Don't do it. Well, here we are. Okay, let's just see what this does. It could win. That's cool. There's the 9, and it wins. So you martingale people are going, see, see. I hear you out there. See? See? Yeah, well, yeah, you'll see maybe here in just a second. So we got up to 6 pretty fast. Okay, there's a 7. There's an 8. There's another 7. There's a 9. And then we drop back down. So anyway, I can do this forever. And I'm not going to do it hoping to God I get 8 or 9 in a row. I'm not. It's just to let you know it's fucking dangerous, man. How fast we went to 6 and then we lost 3 or 4. I mean, this is what happens in the field. All right. Now, if you are a mini martingale guy and you do 3 or a 4 or even a 5-step, you lost already. You know, a lot of people don't have the money to do 9. I get it. But if you're a mini martingale person where you try to do a 3, a 4, or a 5-step, and there's a bunch of people out there like that, you've already lost. Okay? You've already lost. So, now, I've already shown you mini martingale is no good. Now, if you go a 9-step here, you still will win a lot of the times if you do a 9-step, but you're going to get crushed too. That 6 that we were there, all we have to do is lose about 3 more. Another 7, another 8, another 6, and you're toast. All right? So I won't spend the time to prove it. You know, you'll just have to take my word for it. All right. Now, let me read the board. We're going to go to something else. Yeah, I probably did, Lonnie, pay for my bankroll. You know, I don't care. I'm just illustrating. You know, everybody knows I can't fucking deal with the crap. I pay for my own stack or whatever. But it doesn't really matter right now. I just really want to show what's going on. I'll put it back, though. All right, now what we're going to do is there's a fella out there, and I don't know him. All right, DGE, Drunk Guy Explains. And I know he's a big proponent of the martingale, especially in the field. He's got a video out there right now. It's probably been out for some time, but what he likes to do is roll the phantoms. Okay, 5. So here's the question for anybody that rolls phantoms: why do you roll phantoms? I'll ask you folks that are watching right now. There's 23 of you. Why do you roll phantoms? Let's see who answers this. Let's say Michael. Anybody know why people roll phantoms? Well, maybe I'll answer it. Because they're afraid. You don't roll phantoms unless you're afraid of it. Why don't you do a 7-step, 8-step martingale from the get-go? Why do you roll phantoms? Because you freaking know you can get beat 7, 8 times fast on the field. You just can. Okay, so what do you do to compensate? You roll phantoms, right? All right, Lonnie, it means, I'll show you what it means. I'm fixing to do it, okay? Um, so just hold what you got, okay? All right, phantom. We're going to do some non-betting rolls to get where I want to go. All right, so let's say I don't have enough money for a 9-step martingale, okay? I don't have 25, 50, 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. I got to have 12 grand, right? I don't even have close to that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it based on, let's say I've got 25, 50, 1, 2. I got, say, $400. That's what I have. So let's do that. We're gonna do phantoms. Or we'll even do 500. It don't matter. All right. So you walk up with 3, 4, 5. You got 500. And the only reason you're going to do this Marty with $500 is because you're going to roll 5 phantoms first before you put your first bet. Well, let's see how that works. All right, so here we go. We're going to wait for 5 non-fields in a row before we even put the first bet. Now, somebody needs to clock this because, matter of fact, I have a clock. There's going to be a point to what I'm trying to do here. All right. Now, on one hand, the people who love Martingale in the field they're going to have bragging rights here in a second. But, oh my God, if you love it, there's nothing I can do to get you out of it. But nonetheless, 5. We got to go 5 non-fields in a row because our bankroll is low. 5 phantoms before we place the first bet. Here's the idea. The idea is now I can do a 9-step martingale, a 9-step. I only have money for 4 steps, so we're going to make the first 5 phantoms. Okay, so here we go. There's a 9. Keep up with what you would have won, but you can't make a bet yet. We got to wait for 5 non-fields. Okay, there's a 6. There's 1. There's a 7. There's 2. There's a 7. There's 3. There's an 11. Whoops, we got to start over again. There's a 7. That's 1. There's a 5. That's 2. There's a 7. That's 3. There's an 8. That's 4. There's a 3. Whoops, we didn't make 5. Start all over again. There's a 7. That's 1. But look at how many we're losing. We're losing 3 and 4. I mean, all the time. All the time. This is scary shit, boys. There's a 6. There's 2. There's an 8. There's 3. There's a 10. Back over. See, we ain't even done 5 in a row yet. That's a field 4. There's a 6. There's 1. There's a 12. Whoops. We haven't made 1 bet yet. Okay, there's a 6. There's 1. There's a 10. Whoops. Start over. There's a 7. That's 1. There's a 4. Start over. You're starting to see my point here. There's a 5. Now, right now, you guys that love Martingale are going to see how much money I would have won. Well, you're right. You'd have won 4 or 5 units already because you've won 1 in 5. 1 in 5. So right now, I'm probably pumping you up going, yeah, this is good. All right. That's all right. Keep believing it. But doing the phantoms like this, you're going to sit there all day. sometimes. Sometimes the fields are popping. Look at there. I've had how many 12s? So you may get there. There's a 7 and hit, there's a 7. Hit a bunch of field numbers and not every bet. There's a 5. There's 3. There's a 9. Again, not one bet. There's a 4. That's a field. There's a 6. There's 1. There's a 7. That's 2. There's a 7. That's 3. There's a 4. I'll do this a little while longer until you get what I'm trying to get to you here on this phantom shit. There's a 9. There's a 9. So there's 11. There's 3 fields in a row. There's a 10. There's a 4. There's 5 fields in a row. 5 or 6. There's a 7. 1. There's a 7. 2. There's 11. Are you with me here? The phantoms, how many people are going to have the wherewithal to stand there forever waiting for 5 phantoms to come in a row? Not many. Then you're going to get itchy. You're going to start making bets, and everything you're wanting to do is out the window anyway. I'm going to keep doing this because phantom seems to be the big thing. Let's go with phantoms so we can have a little bankroll. So I'm going to keep doing it for a minute. There's a 7. That's 1. There's a 12. Whoops. There's a 5. That's 1. There's an 8. That's 2. There's a 7. That's 3. Hey, maybe we can get to 5. There's 11. Nope. Backwards. 10. I roll a lot of fields. 2. 6. There's 1. 5. That's 2. 8. That's 3. 4. Back to a field. Okay, so right now I'm in a 4-1 rhythm. I'm rolling a field before I can roll 5 non-fields. All right, so if I'm playing that way, I can't even make a bet yet. Okay, so here's still the danger. Once you get to 6, it ain't that much harder to have 4 more non-fields. It's just not. I know I'm doing it live, so if you're a fan of the Field Marty, you're just saying, look at how much money I've won. I'm winning 1 out of 3, 1 out of 4. Again, yeah, you can until you don't. All right, so let me come back to the board here. Yeah, phantoms. Now you know what they are. Well, yeah, too, Lonnie. That's a good comment. A real table will be slower, much slower. So that's 6 minutes and 40 some odd seconds. Probably times that by 5. That's probably 20 minutes worth of rolling, or 25, and you sit there and you ain't even made a bet yet. And then you're going to get itchy and you're going to bet. You're going to bring the 5 to 4 to 3, and then they're going to go on a run of no fields. You're going to get whacked. I mean, that's what's going to happen to you, but, I'm live, so I can't make it happen, but I just know it will. Let's see, Dan. Well, okay, so you like it after 3 non, Dan, and then you're betting on a 4 or 10. What's up, AZ? You can do multiples of anything you want. You can phantom 3. All right, how many are you going? If you're phantom 3, what's your progression? How many actual bets will you make, Dan? What do you think? Are you going to do, you wait for 3, and then you're going to go 3 real bets. All right? Okay, let's do it. What the hell? All right? So we're going to wait for 3, and then we'll go with, I guess we'll go 25, 51. Now, I know you said you put on the 4 and 10. I ain't going to do that right now. I just want to, I just want to do this part. All right? So let's go ahead and throw a quarter out there. We're going to wait for 3. Nope, we can't even do that. We got to wait for 3. Then we're going to go for a little mini Marty with 3, okay? Here we go. There's a 5. There's 1. There's a 4. Now, Dan, on your 410, you would have hit, so I'm with you on that. Maybe I'll do that in a minute. I understand what you're doing, but right now, let's just do your little mini Phantom Marty thing. Okay, there's a 3. There's a double deuce, double 1. There's a 6. There's 1. There's a 9. Back to the field. There's a 5. There's an 8. There's 2. There's a 9. So we're not betting yet. There's a 7. There's 1. There's a 7. That's 2. There's a yo. Back to square 1. There's a 3. There's a 6. That's 1. There's an 8. That's 2. Whoops. Fell off the table. There we're at 2, I think. 2. There's an 11. There's a 4. There's a 5. That's 1. There's a 10. There's a 12. There's a 3. There's a 9. There's about 4 fields in a row. There's a 4. That's 5 fields in a row. There's a 6. And oh, by the way, you roll 5 or 6 fields in a row, and a field can be made 16 ways. Non-fields, 20 ways. So if I can roll 5 or 6, here just tonight, what we're doing, 5 or 6 fields in a row, 7 fields in a row. You don't fucking think I can't roll 7 non-fields in a row just as quick? Anyway, we're still doing this, Dan. There are 2 3s in a row, but I do notoriously roll a lot of fields. There's a 7. There's 1. There's a 10. There's a 9. There's a 6. There's 1. There's a 6. There's 2. And that's going to remind me of something else you can do. There's 2. 6. There's a 5. There's 3. There's the trigger. So we come out with a quarter. So we've triggered Dan. It is 3. Okay, there's an 8. So there's 4 non-fields. Let's double that up. Remember, he's only going 3. There's a 5. So there's 5 in a row. We lost that. And now we go to your last one. 25, 50, 100. So 3 phantoms and 3. So we're going to that one. And there's your 11. So you catch there. All right. But I'm still getting there fairly quickly. I may do field, non-field, and it bounces. That's what the Marty does. It gives you a false sense of security. It just does. But I had to go to 6. I got to 5 real fast. Now, if we would have gone Phantom 5, I would have got there and I would have won the 6. But how long did I have to sit there to win $25? I might have had to sit there an hour. Because I'm just banging out these rolls. Like Lonnie said, I'm just banging them, banging them, banging them. Well, we know it don't go that fast. Okay, so I'm either taking a person that martingales, and I'm either strengthening your belief in it or I'm scaring you. But I don't know which one. I'm probably strengthening your belief in it. And I don't mean to be doing that, but let me go back here. Yeah, the 4 and 10, I mean, that's actually not bad. And that's right, Lonnie. The field is smoking. So I'm giving some false I'm giving some false hope to some people. Now, what we could do is, if I don't like doing the field. I just don't. I've got to 4, 5, and 6 pretty damn quick. I just have. 8, 9 is just right around the corner. You just have to believe me. And I don't want to sit here all day until I go broke. But eventually, if I ran this session right now, and I just run it until I went broke, I would eventually hit that streak. I would go broke. That's just the way it is. Now, you can talk about money management, quick hits, and get out, and you can. Again, a lot of times you'll be able to do that. But the Phantom sucks because it just takes too long to even get a bet. I know you're trying to be safe with it, but if the string comes, it's common. I don't care what you do. All right, but let's do this real quick. Let's say we're going to do a 6. Let's try martingale. If we're going to do anything, let's martingale something that gives us positive money anytime it hits. So let's use the 6, for example. So let me start out with a bankroll here. I'll go back to what I had. If I was going to do a martingale on craps, which I won't, I just won't. I just won't do it. But if I was gonna, it'd probably be something like this. Let's give myself $4,600 again. All right. Let me get it into view. I got it. All right. Let's do this. Let's martingale the 6. I've got enough. I'm going to start at 30, 60, 30, 60, 120, 240, 480. I got enough for 6 or 7. And we're just martingale the 6. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Let's get a number. Okay, yo 11. There's a 4. Number will be a 4. Okay, let's go ahead and put $30 out on the 6. Yo 11. There's the 7 out. Okay, no worries. We lost that one. So now our next bet is going to end up being 60 after we get a point. 8 is the point. Okay, let's come out with 60 now on the 6. There's a 10. There's a 6. 4, 2, 6. That's 60 pays us 70. Okay, we can drop back to 30. Like that. All right. And we're still on though. We're still on. Okay, there's a 9. There's a 7 out. Okay, great. So now let's go back up to 60. Whoops. As soon as we grab a point, there's a 9. Now we'll go 60 on the 6. There's an 8. There's a 12. There's a 10. There's a 6. Okay, that'll pay us 70. Like so. And then we get to come back down to 30. Okay, we're still hot with a 9. There's a 4. There's a yo 11. Crap, sorry. There's another 6. So 30 pays 35. Now remember, you're martingale in the 6. I mean, you can think about pressing and all that. Now you're wanting to take yourself back to regular play. Remember, you're martingale in this thing, so just take the win, okay? But it's plus money every time you do it. There's an 8. There's a 2. There's a 4. There's a 7 out. Okay. So far, I would rather, if I'm bound and freaking determined to martingale, I mean martingale is 6 or an 8. I still think it can, you know, how many 7 outs can you get before? I don't know. I've never even tried that, but let's get another point. There's a 7. There's a 6. Okay, points of 6. Great. Now we're back to 60 bucks on the 6. There's a 6. We hit the point. We win. Okay, we get to come back down here in a minute. After a new point, we'll go back down to 30. Okay, let's get a new point. There's a 9. Now we come back out with 30 on the 6. Okay, there's an 8. I'll do this when I come back and talk to you. There's a 9. There's the point. This is off. Yeah. I do roll a lot of fields though. There's 3 or 4 in a row. There's 5 fields in a row. Whoop, the point was a 10. 6 fields in a row. I'm still going to use this as a lesson. 6 fields in a row. 10 is the point. We're on 30 bucks on the 6. 6 fields in a row. There's a 10. Points hit. 7 fields in a row. 7 fields in a row. 6 is hit. So 7 fields in a row, which are tougher to hit than 5, 6s, and 8s and 7s. Don't tell me you can't lose 9 in the field. Don't freaking tell me. Yes, you can. You can do it faster than you think. Anyway, so we hit the 6. Which is 35 bucks. Okay, that was the point. We'll do this one more time. I'll come back over to the chat. There's a 5. Okay, 4. 7 out. We'll finish this run right here. And I'll come back to the board. Okay, 7 out. We'll get our 60 lined up, ready to go. Let's get a point. There's a 10. Throw our 60 on the 6. There's a 7 out. Good, here we go. Let's challenge this bitch. Okay, so we're going to lose the 60. Now let's go up to $1.20. After we get a point. This is off. 7, 3 fields in a row. There's another 7. 6 is the point. Okay, we're at $1.20. We're at the third level of the martingale on the 6. There's a 7 out. Here we go. So we lose a 120. Now we got to go to 240. As soon as we get a point, there's a 6. Now we're at 240. There's a 7 out. There you go. Okay, lost 240. Let's go to 480. Okay, as soon as we get a point. There's a 3. There's a 7. There's a 12. There's a 4. Points of 4. $480 on the 6. There's a 7 out, boys. Okay, now you just lost 480. Okay, 480 is 960. Well, let's just make it an even 1,000. Just make it an even 1,000. There's a 9. Make it an even 1,000. Hell, I don't even know what you win. 10. I don't even know what you win on $1,000. There's a 6. Yay! So we win 1,000 and some change. Whatever. Okay, who cares? Because I'm stopping right now. But did that get scary for a quick second? So even martingale a number like a 6, we lost. We hit 0.7 outs. We got up to the $960 bet, which is 30, 60, 120, 240, 480. We got up to the 6th bet, even on the 6. Okay, so a martingale can fry you, man. It just can. Am I scaring anybody here, or are you going to the casino and doing a martingale? Oh, man. Let me go back. I'm reading, y'all. Yeah. I know, Lonnie, you know the truth. A lot of people know the truth, but I got so many people hitting me up, man, on my emails talking about this martingale crap. I just like, hey, Cubert, good to see you too. Yeah, it is in the horizon. Bankruptcy it's going to happen to you. It's going to happen. So Dan, you go also 3 go up +1. Yeah, I mean, listen, you can make this dance any way you want to. I don't want to go into all the variances like you're doing. It's just martingale in and of itself is a scary bitch. That's what I'm trying to get across. That's all. Martingale 87? I don't think so. No, sir. 87? Are you kidding me? Oh, no. I can roll 30 before I even roll a 7. I'm just reading you guys. Yeah, 7 outs in a row. I mean, it's not hard to do. Nothing is hard to do in this. Well, table limits, Dewey, are higher in craps generally than these other things. But yes, the mark. See, there's the scary part, Lonnie, and I'm glad you're bringing this up again. A lot of times you're going to win. You just will. Okay, it gives you that false sense of accomplishment. You may win 3 or 4 or 5 days in a row or whatever, but sooner or later, them dice ain't gonna be nice to you, and you're gonna get whacked, and that's just the way it is. Yeah, see, California crabs, some of $500 if you're in a smaller casino, you can't even go up to what I did on that 6 and 8. Thanks, Winfield. So, I'm gonna go back to the field again just for a quick minute, and but I've done, what did I get? 6 or 7 non-fields in a row. Well, if that can happen on the non-fields, Jesus, how much easier is it to do it in the field? But I know there's plenty of people, they're gonna do it, and be damned, they're gonna do it anyway. But so let's go back, and I'll finish it with that, and I'll either scare the hell out of some of it, or I'll run you right to it. One or the other, man. Oh my goodness gracious. But I was off today, boys. I was off today, and I thought, hey, this will be interesting. All right, so we'll go back to that 47. And here we go. All right, there's a 7 out. Use that 25. Let's go ahead and throw fit. I got 45, 40. I got $4,700. There's a 7 out. Let's go to 100. There's a 10. There's a 9. There's a 5. Oh, a double. On my table, that's triple, just so you know. There's a 3. There's a 7. There's an 8. There's a 10. There's a 5. So far, I hadn't had to go past that $100. There's an 8. There's a 7. There's a 5. There's a yo 11. So what do we have to go? 25, 50, 1, 2, 4. So fives are easy. Okay. And so I've already been doing this for a minute. Think about it for a second. I hit 5s easy. I go to the 5th or 6th level all the time. Quick. 5, 6 levels, 5, 6 levels. Now, ain't been beat over 6. Hip, hip, hooray. You don't think that 7th ain't coming sooner or later? If you go to 5 and 6 quickly, easy, all the time, it's just a matter of time, guys, and you're going to get whacked. So I'm going to end it now. I know I've been doing this a minute. We got Lonnie. There's always how fast you are recovering. Yeah. Anyway, okay, good. All right, guys. Either I'm running you towards Martingale in this damn field, or I'm running you away from it. I don't know which. But if you're taking anything out of this, anything in craps can happen multiple times in a row versus, say, blackjack or what, and it can happen in that too. But those dice don't know no better. Okay, anything can happen multiple times in a row. So just be warned. If I ran you to the Martingale, didn't mean to in craps, surely didn't mean to. But if you're going to play it, man, just be prepared. You're going to get your ass tore up soon. Not later, sooner rather than later. I'm telling you. When we martied the 6, which is probably if you're going to martingale something, but look how fast we went to, $1,000 from 30. Bam! All it needed is a couple more 7 outs and we're toast. And I did all that. And I got to 6 or 7 non-fields today, which should scare the shit out of you. It just should scare you to death if you're a Martingale guy. Okay? But anyway, y'all, thanks a whole lot for being here on a Thursday afternoon. And I'll come up with something else, and then I'll come back. I'm going to just start doing lives, boys, and I'm going to tell you why. How easy would it have been for me to just do a video and wait until the bad happened and then come and showed it to you? Go, see? Well, that's cheating. I think if you're going to prove a point, you got to do it live. So I don't even know if I'll make any more videos. I'm either going to be live or nothing. That's almost the way I'm thinking about doing it anymore. Anything worth doing, I think it's worth doing live, and therefore there can't be no ifs, ands, or buts, no nothing. It's going to happen the way it's going to happen, no matter what I'm talking about. But I'm hoping I've proved my point. I'm hoping. But anyway, all right, guys, that's it, man. I appreciate everybody. I'm going to kill the feed. Y'all have a good weekend coming up, and I will come up with something later. Be great. See ya.